Hey, what's going on, you guys? Mavrk here in Miami, Florida, getting ready to head into the 2023 Bitcoin conference. We're here at Bitcoin Conference 2023, and we're here with
Marc from Vanish.
Okay, and so Marc, we just want to ask you a couple questions, just basic questions. When did you learn or get into the cryptocurrency, or when did you learn about Bitcoin, what have you?
Yeah, so I was actually an early adopter. Back in high school, I was a nerdy kid in the robotics team. Graduated 2012. So like I could tell you about 2010, I could tell you about 2011, the $5 bubble, 16-cent bubble, $30 bubble. I was just this nerdy kid in high school and saw Bitcoin. I'm like, man, this is going to be the future. Back then, underage, you can't use PayPal. You're not allowed to use any of these services. And Bitcoin, it just kind of fell into it, mining at home on my old laptop, like CPU mining. You can't do that anymore. And I just kind of rode the bandwagon, and now my whole adult work life has been in crypto since high school.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing, because my nephew in 2009 or 2008, 2009 mentioned to me about mining Bitcoin, and I was like, what is that? What are you talking about?
Did you save any? Did you keep any from back then?
Unfortunately, I did not, but I bounced back a tiny bit. So.
Yeah, no, I unfortunately, when I was younger and worked in the grocery store, worked at Best Buy and whatnot, I had all my Bitcoin, and there really wasn't as much usability as there is nowadays. So there was a website called gift.com, and you could buy gift cards. So I would just go on vacation with my friends, and I would spend my Bitcoin buying gift cards and traveling. And then just recently, I signed back into that website and saw how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Bitcoin I spent. And I was like, man, if only I held on to that. We're talking Bitcoin was like a couple $100 back then. But
my goodness,
look where we are now.
Exactly. So if you were to get $5,000 to $10,000 that you had to place into any coin that you wanted, where would you place it right now?
I think you know the answer. It's Bitcoin. There's all these other coins. I don't like to call other coins shit coins, but I rode the ICO wave in 2017 and all the DeFi and all those. Sure, there's usability and functionality, but crypto has been that one coin that year over year you can expect a return. But even if you're not looking at it to make money as a long-term holding, I mean, look where Venezuela and all these countries are, devaluing their currency. Even look at the Fed; they're trying to make the Fed coin. You have the digital yuan. It's all happening because of Bitcoin. There is, it's $1 trillion market cap. There is a functionality. I mean, look at we have all these people here for this one cause,
right.
And in the long run, it's unstoppable. You can have sanctions, you can be shut down. You can Iran, you can't use U.S. currency, you can't use anything. But guess what? Bitcoin works there.
That's exactly right. We were just talking about that, how certain countries don't even accept the U.S. dollar anymore. So with that being said, do you feel like cryptocurrency will replace the physical money at some point?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I hope so. With that being said, the world's run by a lot of big banks, and the big banks, they want their power, their control, and fiat is their way to do so. I don't know if it'll ever fully replace it, but maybe in the future. But it has some great functionality. Like some of my coworkers were in Ukraine when the bombing happened. They fled to Moldova, and I'm in the process of sponsoring them to get them over here on a United for Ukraine program. And all of his money is in Bitcoin. He's not keeping it in any of those Eastern European currencies. He's like, when I come over, I'll sell it. I'll have my money. It's safe. He's like, I don't trust the currencies over there, and I don't blame him. The government's done them dirty many times. So have it in something that nobody controls but the people.
That's correct. So speaking of banks, I think the banks are aligning themselves behind closed doors. What do you think?
I mean, I think we've seen it time and time again. They're not too fond of it. I mean, I've had 3 bank accounts closed on me for cryptocurrency related businesses. I just had a phone call this morning from my bank because I've had my business account closed from 3 different banks for crypto related stuff. And I got a call this morning about my bank, and they're like, oh, we have some questions. We have a feeling we're using your personal account for business use. And my bank's well aware I do crypto, and I'm just, trying to walk the line. And of course, I was in the process, months ago, had a conversation going with Signature Bank. And I dodged the bullet on that one, but they're not fond of it. It's funny. The only banks that I had any luck with were like credit unions, small little mom and pop. They just want your business, but the big guys, they want it their way or it's the highway. Got
you. Well, I thank you so much for talking to me. And if anybody wants to, if you want to give your information out, you can. If anybody wants to talk to you, or if you want us to link you in the video, where can we find you?
Yeah, so if you go to asic.to, we're a firmware company. We overclock Bitcoin miners. We save them on power. Check us out. But by all means, I have a Telegram group chat with like 4,500 people. Come in. I'm super active. I'd love to talk about this stuff. So by all means.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does help. Thanks.